my good people, this is Angie on Matters Treasury Bonds, and if it's your first time here, remember to subscribe so that we walk this journey of investing in bonds together. So today we talk about how to buy a bond. In my previous episode, I spoke about opening a CDS account. So if you have it by now, then you don't know how to buy a treasury bond through the primary auction. Now, two ways of doing this. You can buy a bond manually. How do you do that? So you pick a form from the CBK offices and you fill in that form. The forms are also available on the CBK website. So you download and fill the form and return it to the CBK. What is contained in that form? That manual form requires you to fill in an issue number for the bond. That is the name of that bond. For example, if it's the IFB 1/2023-17, you need to fill in, that is the issue number. So you need to fill in the box that is for issue number. Then you need to write the duration of the bond. Like that bond is 17 years. So you fill in the duration of the bond and the value date. The value date is when you're meant to pay for that bond, and it's usually indicated in any auction. So you fill in the issue number, the duration, and the value date, your personal details, and do not forget to include your CDS portfolio account and your virtual account number. You fill in those details and you drop the form at the CBK before the auction closes. So the other way of buying a bond, and when I say buying a bond, what I mean is placing a bid for a bond. I'm just trying to simplify it for you. Remember, it's an auction and we're placing bids, and then we wait for the auction results to see whether our bids went through, for the CBK to announce and confirm that yes, your bid has gone through and you've bought that bond. So the other way of buying a bond, apart from manually getting the forms and filling it and dropping it, is through your mobile. When you're opening an account, a CDS account, remember to check, I had mentioned that in the other episode. When you're opening an account, there's a place where you're meant to tick the TMD option, the Treasury Mobile Direct option. With that option, you're able to do everything on your mobile. That is after you've opened the account. So you're able to place a bid on your mobile. How do you know that your TMD is active? You'll be getting SMS updates every time there's a bond or a bill or auction results. You'll get them on SMS. That's how you know it's active. So when you want to buy a bond, you dial *866#, *866#. Then you enter your password. Then you choose, there's a drop down menu. Then you choose the auction bids. Then after that, there's another drop down menu where you tick the treasury bonds, because that's what you want to buy. The option will be treasury bond or treasury bill. So you're buying the treasury bonds, you pick that. After that, you're required to select which bond. Sometimes we have more than one bond issued in a month. So you select the bond that you want to buy. You just select option 1 or 2. After that, you enter the amount that you want to buy. Remember, the amount has to be divisible by 50, and you have to have committed the minimum. Like the minimum on IFB is 100. So you can't have an auction on IFB and you're buying 50,000. The bid will not go through. Observe the minimum, and any other amount, whatever amount, the total amount you're placing has to be divisible by 50. Munakumbuka hesabu? What is a number divisible by 5, a number divisible by 3? Yes, yeah, this is where it comes in handy. Yeah? So yes, the amount has to be divisible by 50. Always remember that so that your bid does not get rejected. After that, you're required to fill in a rate or average rate. Now, for amounts less than 20 million, fill in average rate. Do not be competitive. An average rate is non-competitive. The other option is going in competitively and placing a rate. In most cases, you might not get the rate right. So to avoid all that confusion, just go in non-competitively and pick the average rate. So whatever comes out, the average is what everyone who went in non-competitively will be allocated. The competitive way is for the big bidders, the 100 million, the 50 million, the billions. They're required to go in competitively and quote a rate. Remember, it's an auction and we are all bidding. But less than 20 million, just quote average rate. Do not put any rate. Okay? After that, you confirm all the details. The bond you're buying, the amount, and the average rate, and then send. After that, now we wait for the auction results. That's the process of buying a bond. It's pretty easy. It's something you do within a minute. You're done just on your mobile phone. That's why it's very important to tick the TMD option when opening an account. So the other step is the auction results. Remember, this whole auction process is in stages. The first stage is announcement of an auction. There's a new bond in the market, floated in the market. There's an IFB, there's an FXD. That's the first stage. Then in that prospectus you're given, you have this period of time to bid. Now, we've already covered the bidding bit of it, whether you're bidding manually or on your phone. After that, now we wait. Now the auction closes. After it closes, you cannot place your bid. In fact, if you go and try to do the 866 and try to place your bid, you won't find that bond. It's no longer on offer. So now you wait for the results for that auction. Now, you'll be notified via SMS by the CBK. And what you'll be told on that SMS is if your bid was successful or not. Most of the times, if you placed an average rate and you're a retailer, I mean, you're placing less than 20 million, it's an average rate, most of the times it will go through. Some of the bids rejected, just in case you've seen on the result, there are some bids that are rejected, is for the people who placed bids at rates which are much higher than where the cutoff for that particular bond was. But for us, most of the times the bids will go through. So yes, you get a notification on SMS, your bid was successful, and the amount that was successful, the amount that you bid for, and the value date. The value date is the date by when you should make your payment for that bond. You have just been allocated. So you need to pay for it to be transferred to your CDS account. And then very important, a reference number. This reference number, you'll need to quote it when you're making that payment. So on the auction results, the SMS you will receive is quoting several things. The bid was successful, the amount, the value date, and the reference number, which you will need to quote when you're paying for that. To subscribe and share with your friends, and let's keep learning. Let's walk the journey together and learn how to invest in bonds. And also, if you'd like a one-on-one on bonds, whether as an individual or as a company or as a chama, there's an email indicated below, and you can get in touch with my team. We are now organizing one-on-one sessions, and we're able to sit down with people and advise them through. I can talk to you about the bonds, the whole process till you get it, till you're able to invest. So the email is indicated below. Thank you. Remember, always remember, if your money is not making you money, then your money is losing you money. Thank you for watching.